watch him swap it out. It's a flip. Haters gotta pay me for a diss. When I never miss it. It's when my youngins, they just for it. When they hit, it's a
the Mississippi River and the skyline. And nothing tips.
Kevin, thank you.
He is indeed, D.A. Thank you. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Around the small floor with Tatum holding down the 4 spot. Walker and Smart, the guards. And it's Thompson in at center. And for the Pelicans, Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. Bledsoe is out there with ball. And it's Adams in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And above the rim play, always captivating, Steve. We should see a lot of that tonight.
Hey, Kevin, I'm so excited. You know, I played under the rim, so to get a chance to watch guys play well above, I am getting my popcorn ready.
Now, here's Tatum. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go.
And he just lulls the defense to sleep at times with his handle before pulling up. You can't back off this guy. That's just inviting trouble.
Now, here's Ball. Banked in off the glass.
Not just selling for something along the perimeter. Excellent job.
And so it's Smart. He'll bring up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Outside, Walker. We play just over a minute here in the first. Yep, that one goes in there.
Improving size does not matter. Walker comfortable slamming it up inside.
Ball, the pass to Ingram. Back to Ball. Ingram wide open. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
Very hard to think of a player in this league with more of a pass-first mentality than Lonzo Ball.
I mean, total unselfishness, elite vision. Sometimes you'd like to see him penetrate a little more in the half court, but he's improving from range, and that'll open up driving lanes, and he can take advantage.
Here's Williamson following the basket by Jaylen Brown. Adams. Williamson finds Adams. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
A massive energy force. Adams is about 270, and that's all nasty. Very hard to contain, and he draws a lot of fouls.
It seems like every team, Greg, needs that one enforcer, that one guy who's going to get under opponent's skin.
Well, in one poll of coaches and players, Adams was voted the second dirtiest player in the league. One guy said he's real physical, but maybe he crosses the line. Throws the sneaky elbow here and there, commits extra hard fouls, and Adams usually escapes foul trouble.
Here's one. Zion Williamson making his last shot.
And a master at creating space. Walker can get his shot off in a variety of ways.
Brown against Ingram. The shot from the low post is good. Ingram's got his second basket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Tatum. Following the miss by Kemba Walker. Brown, good.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Ball, the pass to Adams. Ingram with it. Picked up by Brown. Ingram attacking. And slammed up by Ingram.
Brandon Ingram possesses grace and power. He mixes them together for a big finish.
Here's Walker. Up and in for the basket. Number 4. That makes him 4 for 5 now.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And first time out of the game called for New Orleans. A platoon swap here for New Orleans. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. There's the pass to Alexander Walker. That shot is off. Nice D from Fournier. Here's Pritchard. Sinks the triple.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Pelicans trail by 9. 1:56 left in the first quarter. Pass to Hernan Gomez. Out left to the wing. Pass to Alexander Walker. Just 5 to shoot. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right side. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter of the game. The kick out to Williams. Pass to Williams. Poked away. Back to Williams. For the 3. Hernan Gomez grabs the miss.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's the Celtics now. Celtics leading by 7. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
You know, he just plays with such tenacity on both ends. Williams is a rising talent who wants to prove he belongs.
The Pelicans have gone 6 of 9, shooting well to the wing right side. Here's Hernan Gomez from down in the low post. It goes.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
Here's Pritchard. The kick out to Williams. Outside Fournier. Second chance effort. Williams trying to break free. Back to Fournier. Fires from deep. And that one is off. And New Orleans will go the other way with it. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now the pass to Hernan Gomez. Now Hayes. Clock at 6. Another one falls for New Orleans.
Yeah, there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Here's Pritchard. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Pritchard's got 5 points so far.
And both teams here in a nice rhythm offensively, and that really says as much about the lack of D as it does either's hope.
No shortage of scoring here at the end of... And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
Hey, why take jump shots when you can get your points at the rim?
Especially at the start. You want to get something positive going and establish your rhythm.
On the floor for Boston. Williams is out there with Tatum. Then it's Williams. Then it's Evan Fournier. And it's Pritchard in a point. Here's Tatum. And Williams with the stuff.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
He's guarded by Williams. Pass to Alexander Walker. To the inside. Williams with the block. And they get it back. Good work there as it goes. Boston leading by 4. Pritchard passes to Tatum. Now the feed to Williams. Back to Tatum. Nice ball movement by Boston. Williams gets the bucket.
But showing that aggressive nature, Williams competes hard, doesn't back down, and he'll let his opponent know he's not afraid of the contact.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind and the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how other players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Here's Ball. Out to Ingram. Goes back up. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Jaylen Brown.
Brandon Ingram is a fascinating player, multi-dimensional and versatile. Needs to keep improving.
And Ingram just made a great all-around progress last season. But the one thing that really stood out, the improvement he made from the free throw line.
It was a big leap and an important one. Reason why? Because he was his team's guy that they depended on at the end of games. And we saw him close out a number of those games at the charity stripe.
And the Celtics with possession here. Brown, good.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Outside, Ball. Williamson in the post. Working on Williams. Now here's Bledsoe. Guarded by Smart.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thanks very much. Well, Steven Adams could be the league's most physical presence. All-star Jimmy Butler said that he is just so strong. Butler says he hit me with a screen, and I thought my life was over. Adams said his strength doesn't. He's flopping. The refs are like, get up. Guys, he has a sense of humor about it, and maybe that's a counterbalance to his great physical gifts.
You're right, D.A. He is strong. Thanks for that report. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from.
Ingram outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Great touch on the 16-footer. Ingram's got 7 points for the quarter.
You see how Ingram's polished his game, looking smooth from the mid-range.
It's tipped and stolen by Williamson. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Ingram outside. Puts up a 3. Here's Adams.
Not the last time you'll see that. Adams is so powerful and loves to take it to the defense.
These are his 34th free throw attempts of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Tatum, he's checked in for the Celtics. Chalk up 2 there. That's 10 points for Kemba Walker.
Playing with high energy, outworking the defense up the floor.
And I just love it when the fast break results in a high percentage look. Not always the case these days.
Got it, and the Celtic lead has been cut to just 5 points and a basket from Ball.
On the drive, Lonzo's footwork is tremendous. The defense can't keep up with him.
Walker's shot is off. And Adams has got the ball here for the Pelicans. Here's Bledsoe. Great D that time from Tatum.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Shot's good by Walker.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
The Pelicans have gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Williamson finds Ingram. 1:27 left now here in the second. Great D that time from Tatum. Celtics leading by 7. Walker with a clean look. A nice shot by Tatum.
And that's 10 straight points in the paint. The defense, nowhere to be found.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question. Toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
A platoon swap here for New Orleans. Here's Alexander Walker. Offensive rebound. The Celtics have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. Really flowing and slammed up by Tatum.
An explosive player who has no problem finishing above the rim. Tatum does damage inside.
Passes it to Hayes. He's guarded by Williams. Got a hand on it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pelicans will retain possession. Tries a three off the inbound. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the half. Hayes, and Hayes throws it down.
Come on, fella, and power it down. That dunk was ridiculous.
There was absolutely nobody that was going to get in the way of that finish. Yep, that one goes. Pritchard's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. Celtics leading by 9. And he drops in the way up off the glass. Pritchard's got 9 points.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got his 5th rebound in this one.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more.
So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Celtics lead by 4.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Boston was looking great right away. You could see the daggers in their eyes as they went on the and that'll do it for
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. Brandon Ingram has been sensational.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Ingram the 3 and Zion the 4. All out there at Hudson. And it's Adams in at the 5. That's the group start in the second half for Stan Van Gundy. And the technical free throw is good. New Orleans moving the ball around. And Thompson sends it back.
Great timing by Tristan Thompson on that block. That's his forte.
Brown, good.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Pass to Williamson. Over Tatum. That's in, and the Celtics lead is kept back down to 13 with the basket coming from Williamson.
Great recognition of the defense. Zion took what the offense gave him and knocked it down.
And Eric Bledsoe, a special kind of athlete.
And 3 separate knee surgeries in the rear view. But still so fast, his teammates call him Ferrari. The way he's built, a muscle car might be more accurate.
And there's the bucket from Tatum.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Ingram with it. He's got 14. Good for another bucket. He's made half a dozen now. 6 for 8 on the night.
This is just a case of Brandon Ingram getting stronger and more able to play through contact.
And now, the first time out call here for Boston. You know, winning that championship as you did great for UNLV. Many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. I was championship night. I was 168 pounds.
No
And
kidding.
yeah. I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it didn't turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, ouch. Here's Ball. Takes it off the glass. Ball's got 6.
This is Ball playing big, getting into the lane and being physical. Give us more of this.
Smart kicks to Williams. Thompson left side. Thompson is double. It's Brown on the wing. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. He's got 10.
Love that they're continuing to attack despite being up big.
I'm impressed with their intensity tonight. They came in focused and they executed.
The Pelicans keep it going. The new 14-second shot clock.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Smart misses.
That's the kind of D you need when he's got the ball near him. They were all over.
I love the throwdown there. Ingram doesn't mess around when he's cutting to the hoop.
In the corner, Smart with it. Draws contact on the shot, and now a three-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
That's their third straight make off an assist.
Both teams deciding to change it up. The Celtics shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throws.
Pelicans trail by 18. And there's the pass to Williamson. A little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Ingram drawing the double team. Here's Alexander Walker. It's good from long range. Alexander Walker's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Don't sleep on Ingram as a facilitator. Has the size to see over defenders and make sound decisions.
Williams for 3. Buries it from three-point range. Williams has got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Ernie Gomez is checked in for Williamson. Celtics also with a sub. Tatum, he's checked in for Williams. Pass to Hart. Ingram with it. Defended now by Fournier. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
And there are a number of things that make Ingram a dominant force. But what really jumps out at you, the moment you see him, the length. Few wings in the league history have had a 7'3" wingspan.
And Greg, you combine Ingram's length with his emerging skill set, he has got a long career ahead of him in the NBA.
I mean, he certainly has the tools. What we need to see now is the consistency year in and year out. It's one thing to reach that star status. It's another to become one of the true superstars in our league.
Here's Ingram, and slammed up by Ingram.
He's on a roll. Brandon Ingram believes he's one of the best scorers in this league, and he is showing it tonight.
Pritchard gets the bucket. Pritchard's got 11 points. 1:25 left in the third quarter of the game. Ingram against Brown. Hernan Gomez trying to break free. He makes his 9th shot of the game. He has only missed 4.
Ridiculous is Ingram, just toying with the defense's emotions with that ball hand. Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was short, but the slam topped it off.
Turning defense into offense. Every coach talks about it. Perfect example right there.
A shot by Pritchard, no good. Pelicans trail by 14 to the middle. Hart, that's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Pritchard passes the ball. It's good for the 7th time this game. He shot 7. He has made 7.
Completely on his game. Hasn't missed a shot all night. A big part of why this team is winning.
Alexander Walker passes to Ingram.
Strong move by Brandon. He's playing with such great confidence these days.
Celtics leading by 12. Nice ball movement by Boston. And it's slammed in by Williams.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Ingram deciding where to go with it. Now here's Hayes. No good on the last second attempt there. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Boston on top. They lead by 14. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
This is why you preach teamwork. Some of the most spectacular plays are the ones where guys are feeding off one another.
And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. And a look at the five for the Celtics to start the fourth quarter. Walker and Smart, the guards. Tatum out there with Evan Fournier. And it's Thompson in at the five. Home in the paint. And the rejection by Tatum.
And how about the craftiness from Tatum? He plays smart, quick hands on defense, and able to block the shot.
Hey, Greg, if you could coach one team right now, who would it be?
That's a tough one. Clippers, Lakers, Bucks. You know what? I would probably go Lakers or Bucks because you would have an opportunity to coach someone who arguably might be considered the best to ever play the game. Because I think Giannis is trending in that direction, and LeBron obviously already is.
How about a guy like Kemba Walker and coaching the Celtics, having him to do what you want to do on the floor?
He'd be brilliant, and
yeah.
Kemba, one of the most underrated leaders in our game. Great human being.
Passes to Adams. Fournier against Ingram. Back to Adams. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet. Adams has got his first bucket in this one.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is. And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
And this is what happens when you start to break your opponent's spirit. The resistance is no longer there. Awesome. Brandon Ingram typically isn't about the flash, but he showed it right there.
Time called here. The Celtics decide to talk it over. Zion Williamson's checked in for New Orleans. Let's go down to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey guys, well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens was talking about with his players. His key message was, don't get comfortable. Those guys are going to come at us with everything they've got. Let's bring the intensity and stay focused on every possession. Devin, back to you.
Thank you, David.
As tough as they get, Smart, a bulldog out there, does a good job of drawing contact, oftentimes by initiating it.
Pelicans trail by 16. Ball, the pass to Ingram. Stolen by Walker. And a fast break now for the Celtics.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
And so it's Ball who brings the ball up for the New Orleans Pelicans. Bledsoe outside. Here's Williamson. And the top by Williamson.
Flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. And Walker kicks to Thompson. Ingram against Fournier. Here's Walker, and Adams sends up here.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
6 to shoot. Here's Tatum. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
Great job executing the offense. That pass on time and on point.
Pass to Williamson. Ingram with it. Shoots it. Another one falls for New Orleans.
The shooting has really been there for him today, but he may have to take it upon himself to continue to carry this team and try and get out of this hole. Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Tatum against Ingram. Over Tatum. Offensive rebound. Williamson.
There's that rare combination of power and athleticism. Hard to stop Zion without fouling.
That free throw good from Williamson.
Wow, they've made every free throw here in the second half.
Jaylen Brown checked in for Evan Fournier. Took him no time at all on that one. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Greg, last year, Williamson entered the NBA as one of the most well-known rookies since LeBron James.
Already had millions of followers on social media, global name recognition. He has an above-the-rim game that produces the kinds of highlights that people want to see.
And now let's take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Kemba Walker.
Yeah, this percentage from the field tonight, just amazing. He hadn't just been gunning, he's been picking his spots. And you need that kind of patience and discipline to shoot as well as he had.
I don't think anyone in this building saw this coming. I'm sure that of the players who these fans thought would beat them, his name was not at the top of the list. 2 on the clock. Tries again. Not as good off the three-man in.
Alonzo has been working on that, shooting off the catch with confidence and without hesitation.
In the corner, Tatum with it. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. And the Celtics lead by 19.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Here's Williamson. Plays it up and banks it in.
Because of Zion's strength and explosiveness, he's nearly unguardable around the rim.
Here's Brown, and he uses the glass on the layup. 17 points for Jaylen Brown.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Expanding upon this lead, trying to close it out. He's really stepped up.
Ingram against Brown, and slammed up by Ingram.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Boston.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Kemba Walker.
What was impressive to me, it felt like he made an impact in so many areas. Some of the effort won't show up in the stat sheet, but I noticed it.
Outside ball. Off with the layup. Bledsoe against Smart. Outside Tatum. Thompson passes to Walker. The kick out to Brown. He claims that one off the back iron, and down it falls.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Throw good, Adams. And so Adams nails both of them. Austin with the ball. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Parker outside. Takes a three. The rebound by a 1-2. Plays it up off the glass.
And that's exactly what they're going for on that shot.
Parker right side. Over Johnson. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think,